Jeff, how do you feel about Victor Hovland here, plus 2,000?
Yeah, kind of another player that I just rather bet than Rory. Hovland obviously had a great week at the Valspar last week. And look, the Valspar is a great correlation to Wells Fargo, both long par 71s. You look like a guy like Max Homa, who's done well at here, Riviera, the Valspar. So Hovland having a good tournament last week is a great indicator for here. And at plus 2,000, again, he's been a more prolific winner than Rory over the last couple of years. He's playing better than Rory, and you're getting bigger odds on him. So, yeah, I think these odds are about right for Victor, but you can definitely think about him because, again, you look at the top guys. We kind of like Bryson, but maybe the rest are a little bit, just kind of too low in the odds. And now you've got Victor at plus 2,000. So, yeah, I kind of like this one.
Reed, he hasn't teed it up at Quail Hollow, but like Jeff mentioned, I mean, he was awesome last week and fired 4 rounds in the 60s there on Copperhead.
Yeah, and when on Sundays too, Victor on Sundays has been torching. He's just been on fire, and that's what you can get from a guy like Vic when his ball striking is on and he's putting it to 3-4 feet. It doesn't matter what type of course it is. He's going to make more of those putts than he's going to miss, right? And that's the thing with Vic and what he's doing right now. His off the tee game is off the charts, right? He's one of the best guys out there. If it's not Rory in terms of distance, right, and if it's not Bryson, he's probably the best mix of accuracy and distance right now off the tee that we have. And that's what you want at Quail Hollow. This is the only tournament, Emerson, that you see that off the tee is such a much stronger correlation to success than it is approach. It's double the amount in terms of the winners and how much strokes they gain off the tee. And that's what you want. I will say this, and all joking aside, that Tony Finau is at plus 2,900, plus 3,000. And I'm not saying that that's a bet because, right, we haven't seen him win. And this is a tournament that, if you got Tony maybe at the mid threes, yeah, that's probably one that I would bet. It's just a matter of how you want to create your card. If you're spending up at Bryson or you're staying, if you want to stay top heavy, absolutely. I liked Vic last week. I like him this week as well because it's a similar type of course, like Jeff mentioned. But at the same time, I think there's guys that are a little bit further down the board, plus 3,000. A guy like Will Zalatoris at plus 3,300 is someone that I'm really looking at in terms of getting and diversifying a little bit of my card to not be too top heavy because of what I mentioned earlier. But yeah, Victor Hovland, he's the guy that you're going to see play these type of courses very, very well.